Yashwant Deshmukh joins us as well. Coimbatore-Delhi, direct connection. You can catch a plane, but can you catch a BJP ticket? It's the most exciting, because there's a certain, this is where pundits and pollsters, Yashwant, get excited. If there is predictability about what may happen in Gujarat, or relative predictability about Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan, it's not as much fun. It's when there's a contest like West Bengal, when there's a contest like Tamil Nadu, that the ball's up in the air and everyone who's watching the Indian political league is standing and watching, wondering whether it will be a six or will it get caught at the boundary. Yashwant, what's going to happen? Sixer or out?
Well, Rahul, I will not going to do any predictive analysis as such. I'm privy to the exit poll data, so it would be unethical to...
Yashwant bhai? Do you also have a leaked poll or not?
Thankfully not. So far, so good. But one thing is very interesting to observe that, I was watching Annamalai's interview yesterday where he was very practical in keeping his sights or his targets. He was aiming at crossing the 20% vote share first, and then, talk about, NDA vote share to 30%, and then so on and so forth. So he had a game plan. Now, 20% thing struck in my mind because, in Kerala, BJP actually has touched 20% multiple times during the Lok Sabha election, but in fithered off every time. And the reason was that they never had a good aggressive face to build up on whatever the BJP gained during the Lok Sabha elections in Kerala. But in Tamil Nadu, it is for the first time after the death of Rangarajan Kumar Mangalam, actually, that BJP finally has got a face, a young, dynamic, forward-looking face who has a 20-year, at least 20, 25-year-long politics in him. And that makes all the difference. Why I'm saying that makes all the difference is that because this contest right now in Tamil Nadu is not about DMK versus BJP or DMK versus AIADMK. 2024 contest is all about BJP versus AIADMK. So the contest DMK is nowhere in the contest. DMK is just sitting pretty, just having a good time. The thing is, the real contest is about who is going to become the challenger to the DMK in the times to come. And that is why the optics, the war of words, the narrative come in. But at the same time, the vote share and winning couple of seats here and there, that also comes in. So it will be very, very interesting, even though BJP, Rahul, where, let's accept this fact that 2014 and 2019, the three states where BJP is really, really trying to grow, Kerala, Tamil Nadu and Punjab, BJP doesn't really need these three states to form a government in the center. They formed the government at the center without these three states in 14 and 19, both of time. Still, they know that their plan or their mega plan or their future plans cannot succeed. At some point of time, they might start yielding place in the saturation.
There is a theory I have. Remember, the BJP's vote share in Kerala at the starting point is 9%. The BJP's vote share in Tamil Nadu at the starting point is 3.76. So what is it that the BJP sees in Tamil Nadu, which it doesn't see in Kerala, which makes the BJP work doubly hard? You're more than twice at the starting point in Kerala, and yet you make more effort in Tamil Nadu. What is it about the local dynamics of the state of Kerala which makes the BJP think it has a better chance in Tamil Nadu? Is it the ability of the left to transfer votes to the Congress to ward off the third challenger? And because of the animosity between the DMK and the AIADMK, the prospects of a transfer of vote from the DMK to the AIADMK is that much tougher in the eyes of the BJP, which is why they're making the kind of effort that they have. And also they've got somebody in Annamalai who they think can, at some point in time, maybe 2031, in the estimate of the BJP strategists, be a potential chief minister for the state. Very, very exciting in terms of what happens. I want to show you some data sets about the first phase of polling, and then we look at the big picture. So 15 seats went to polls today where the margin was less than 5% in the last elections, and 13 seats where the margin was between 5 and 10. So if you add those, so about 28 seats where the margin was less than 10%. Those are the only tight contests, whereas 48 seats had a margin of more than 20% in 2019. Let's for a moment show you how the relative strength, regardless of what's happening in the end on the 4th of June, the relative strength of the BJP pan-India is now much more than that of the Congress. What you're seeing over here is a chart which shows the number of seats contested by the BJP and the Congress in elections going back to 1984. In 84, for example, the BJP contested only 229 out of 543 seats. The Congress at that time was contesting 517, virtually all the seats. From there on, the Congress's blue line in this graph keeps coming down to just 329 seats at this moment. This is the lowest number of seats contested by the Congress in any election ever. The Bharatiya Janata Party, on the other hand, which contested only 229 seats in 1984, is contesting 446 seats nationally, more than the previous election as well, which shows how the relative strength, the pan-India presence of the BJP now is far more muscular than that of the Congress. The Congress doesn't even have the meat to, forget win, doesn't even have the meat to put up a candidate on the number of seats that the BJP is currently putting up candidates on. I want to come now to the next sheet, which gives you a geographic sense of the spread of the BJP tickets. If you see, starting from the north, going all the way down to the south, the saffron here indicates the seats where the BJP has put up candidates. Where does the BJP need allies? The BJP's got allies in Maharashtra, the BJP's got allies in Andhra Pradesh, and the BJP is relying on allies in Bihar and Uttar Pradesh. Those are the pockets where the BJP is currently. You know this, but the moment you see it in a map, it's that much more clear in terms of where the BJP is resting on allies to help the NDA bolster its fortunes. If I come now to the chart for the India alliance, you'll see a very different picture. In the heartland, a direct contest between the BJP and the Congress. You've got the Congress putting up candidates. But in the most important state of all, Uttar Pradesh, just very few pockets of blue, largely the Congress resting on the cycle to try and put up a solid show. Also in the south, the Congress just in pockets in Tamil Nadu and elsewhere, and in Maharashtra. So very, very diffused, fragmented, which potentially means, and that's where I want to go across to Pradeep Gupta, that regardless of what happens on the 4th of June, given the current strength of the BJP, we saw in that first chart, which showed the Congress's decline from 84 onwards, it takes time, for the party to come down. It takes time for the party to go up. When that happens, does it then also, in your estimate, Pradeep, take time for the opposite to happen, for the Congress to bounce back or for the BJP to decline? Or do you think there can be cataclysmic events which trigger a fast ascent for the Congress and a rapid decline for the BJP? What's your sense? Do you think the political chessboard of this country has been relayed potentially for the next several elections?
Rahul, a very interesting and important chart you have shown, and I can only comment on this from a Congress point of view, is that what you see now, 329, the biggest difference is making out to be in Uttar Pradesh, where they are contesting only 17 seats out of 80 seats. Meaning what? Meaning 63 seats they are not contesting in, and that is what is making all the difference. And what you have shown in 1984, 500 seats contest by the Congress, and I'll tell you in the interest of viewers, that is the time when in that particular election, Congress has tied up or the alliance only with the AIDMK at that point of time, and the alliance has won all 39 seats of this thing. So this is the Congress tally, and until and unless Congress start doing good, particularly in Hindi heartland, I don't see any chance of survival over there. And the place has been taken away by regional Chhatraps likes of Samajwadi Party, likes of RJD, likes of even in case of Tamil Nadu, all regional parties. If you go to West, the Eastern India, there also you see the West Bengal, the TMC, or even Andhra Pradesh, that matter, which used to be the bastion of Congress over the years, and particularly in 2004 and 9, when Congress formed the government in the center. Andhra Pradesh was the state, the United Andhra Pradesh has sent the maximum number of seats in the excess of 30s out of 42 seats. So most important here is that in regional area, the regional Chhatraps has eaten away the Congress, and in Hindi heartland, it's all BJP who has replaced the Congress.
Okay.